We got to take a break because Brewer's in the house. First time on our show in 6 years. Playing comics here in New York City. E-Rock, you got it? No? All right, let's go to Drew Boogie. Drew Boogie will play us into break here. We'll continue with Opie and Anthony as we welcome Brewer back to the show.
Chewy, yummy, smoky, it's bacon! Bacon! I love the garlic butter sauce.
Shut up, we don't care.
Nice. Drew Boogie helping us out today. It's the Opie and Anthony show.
Ragging E-Rock.
And we've been waiting for this moment all morning long. For the first time in 6 years.
6 years.
6 effing years, yes, Jim. And you haven't aged a bit. It's Jim Brewer, who's playing comics here in New York City all weekend long. You got comics, COMIXNY.com, or call 212-524-2500. I think the show's going to sell out. I mean, come on.
Yeah, last night was good. And I just want to say, I just want to put this out there.
Yes, Brewer.
Back in the day, animals.
Yeah.
You guys look a little beat up. I wish people had a visual. The morning thing, kicking. Jimmy just looks like I've never seen you. Your face, you just look like you want to nap.
Well, I haven't eaten.
Tired.
It's all about napping.
Jimmy's getting surgery.
It's all
today,
about wanting to nap.
And he hasn't eaten in about 12 hours, so he's starving.
What's going down?
Just my sinuses. I'm having my nasal passages. Right
Clean out your snot box.
Yeah.
And you didn't go see the other night. What happened? You weren't here yesterday, Jimbo?
Yeah, I was here.
Oh, you were here?
Yeah.
I was on. Okay, never mind.
Well, you're mad at him because he didn't go see Judas Priest.
I was waiting.
At Motorhead, right?
That's right.
I didn't have your number.
That's right. We'll figure it out. If you got to go see Priest. They're playing Jones Beach. All I'm gonna say, if you're a Priest fan, no offense to Motorhead and Heaven and Hell and little Dio. We're off to. Don't worry about him. Priest, Animal.
Yeah.
60 years old. I was
60.
Wait,
60.
Halford's 60.
57. Does it matter?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
That's close enough.
Close enough.
In gay years, it's like 68.
Gay years is 300.
He is quite the queen, isn't he?
I like that. Gay years. We're stealing that one from you. In gay years, he's 78 years old.
Well, Jimmy was there at the Hard Rock when they did a little private show, and it was the first time, I guess, Halford feels comfortable about being out there.
Yeah.
And did you watch him every once in a while? He would flail his little wrist.
Yep.
You know, he's like, he's singing Devil's Child, and he's almost like doing a little with his hands.
Like a hula move?
Yeah,
What is that?
Yeah. And his inside thick, I believe you're the devil, but it's coming out like, I believe you're the devil. Yeah. But he's got a little swoosh
This little
dance.
swishy thing and little limpy wrists.
I'm amazed that the
something.
Hard Rock dudes didn't give up on Judas Priest after they got the news. I'm just amazed they stuck with Judas Priest
It's a
after
credit
that.
to Judas Priest,
That's
I
what I'm
guess.
thinking, the talent that is Judas Priest.
A lot
What do you
of
mean? What do you mean? What do you
fans.
mean?
Well, a lot of the fans of that type of music be maybe a little homophobic.
I
you
would
know?
assume they wouldn't be
Be
tolerant.
like, I'm not listening to this guy.
Yeah, and they would,
Really?
and they
One of
would
them.
burn all their stuff and throw it out the windows. Sure.
Really?
I would think, but they didn't.
They had to. The guys are one of the best musicians ever. Would you do that to Queen?
Well, bad example.
Wait,
He did it to himself.
Right.
You want to talk about gay years?
Right. But
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
like Rob runs around going, tonight, you know, here's you got another thing coming. Here's everyone that's, it's going to gobble later.
Yeah.
He's not out there promoting, but
I understand, sure.
yeah.
He's still doing it.
Yeah.
I know. Brewer's a huge Priest fan.
Huge.
That must have sucked when he was outed, though. Like, because he really kept it together there for a while, and then he must have been like, I got to deal with this now.
Right.
How'd he get outed?
Oh.
I don't know. I think the rumors just people like, listen, you have to come out.
It's obvious.
Yeah, you know how many of the road crew probably saw him going to the tour bus with some twink?
Right.
And just like...
Or a lot of them.
Yeah. The rest of the band's, picking up girls and everything.
And the rest of the band's like, another autograph seeker. Yeah,
here it is.
Sure.
Hey, did you see who Rob went into the bus with? Oh, boy. That's going to be a bad one.
Then there's probably a member of the band trying to defend him. No, man, he just wanted an autograph.
It's a fan. He takes a lot. Every stop we make, he takes a fan in. It's okay.
That kid came out misguided. I'm glad I didn't meet him at 17 years old. I remember I was going to stalk him. They were doing a concert, and I was going to go try to meet them at a bar, and I knew they were going to play at a bar, and thank God, I didn't go. 17 years old. Who knows what would have happened?
Oh, wow.
You could have been on that bus.
You might have had a memory or a
misguided.
suppressed one.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a surprise.
I didn't see this coming. Wow.
Hey, could you sign my
I got to tell
Come
Brewer.
here, lad.
I got to tell Brewer, he played Saturday at the PNC Bank Arts Center, and he did the show a huge, huge favor. We really needed you this year.
Oh, yeah.
We really needed you, and you came through, and you just rocked it, man.
What a great crowd. The crowd was phenomenal.
They loved you.
I didn't expect that.
I know one
response.
person who begs to differ.
One angry little individual.
Yes, perhaps he doesn't think the crowd was that good.
Well, you know what? No offense, but a guy like him, I've
Mike Birbiglia?
Yes, I've seen Mike before, and I was just saying when I went to the place, and by the way, I was a little taken back when I first showed up.
Yeah.
I went, my God, I feel like I'm at a '82 Metallica concert.
Yeah.
Because I strolled in around 6, and there were packs of people in a parking lot. It looked like '82 metal concert.
Barbecues, beers.
And it wasn't just kids. This was like 60-year-olds and 40-year-olds. Guy working for another week. I'm at the virus.
Hey, we're gonna next Wednesday. We're at the virus, Carol. Come on, show the young guy your breast. I haven't felt like this in years.
And so
That's it.
I definitely was worried. Jimmy swaggered in like a rock star. He had his sunglasses on. And I'm gonna tear it up again. It's my ninth tour. And then I saw Birbiglia, and I kind of looked at him like, you really don't know what's going to go down tonight, do you?
Oh, no.
And I looked at him with confusion. I said, hey, Mike, how you doing? I said, yeah, you'll have fun tonight. And I saw where he was playing in the lineup, and I was like, did you guys arrange? Who arranged that?
We've been arguing that point for a while. I thought he was a little too late in the show myself, but
He should have been like third or fourth.
Yeah.
Come out with it. Did he do the guitar and all that?
no.
He just tried to straight stand up.
Yeah.
He was the limping zebra at the watering hole. He was the one. He was the newborn.
This is when the wildebeest try to get across the river.
The crocodile moves in. The healthy wildebeest make it across. There he goes into his death roll.
As more zebras try to help him, it's just a disastrous ending once again.
The circle of life continues here on the Serengeti or Homedale, wherever we are.
Yeah. And yet another comic falls into the deep river of the O&A virus. Oh, look, there's Billy Bear swirling around him also. Someone reach your hand out. That happens. Hey, I could have easily been that victim. I'm happy now because I made it to the other side of the bank.
You killed.
Yeah, I was talking to you before the show, and you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go out there, say hi, and I'm gonna do 10 minutes, just gonna kind of feel it out. 40 minutes later, we almost had to go out there and yank you off the stage. We were having so much fun.
No, I didn't do 40
Dude, totally
minutes.
cool. I'm just saying.
Did I do 40 minutes, though?
I don't. Close to it. It was funny though that you were like, you know, I'm just gonna do just a few.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll get 3 minutes. Go out, say hello.
Yeah.
And you know, hopefully they'll cheer, and then I'll say, you know, we'll see each other in the future.
About 5 minutes into it, you were just loving it, man, and just was
This is when
is a good
the
feeling.
crowd was yours. That was great.
When I started doing the Chappelle stuff, that's what because I said, just want to let you know, I quit smoking pot. I thought they were going to light the place on fire.
You bastard! You anarchist! How dare you say such a thing in an evening we look forward to seeing you?
And then that's when it kicked in, the Chappelle. All I said was, hey, man. So, well, he does Dave Chappelle. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll stick with you for a while, see where this goes.
Yeah.
But it turned out great, so thanks for...
You really quit smoking pot.
Yeah.
How long ago?
Officially every day, a little less than a year.
Wow. Was that hard? You smoked a lot of weed, my friend.
I was an everyday guy. I definitely was an everyday guy. And when I would come on here...
Yeah. Forget about it.
Yeah, no, it's natural. I come in... I'd be in the hallway, come in here, and like, wow! Me. Hey, Whoopie! Look at me!
Yeah. You know what I miss the most about your pot days?
Yeah.
Were the pot phone calls from you. I would just be living my life, and all of a sudden the phone would ring. I'm like, hello. He's like, dude.
Yeah.
Who's this? It's Breuer. I'm like, and it would go the same way. Jim, where are you? I'm in the woods. Like, what are you doing in the woods? I'm smoking dope in the woods, and I'm watching my wife do the dishes. Do you remember these phone calls?
Wow, I do. I would go into my woods.
I guess I've never been to your house, but I guess the woods you could go in so you feel like you're way in nature, but you could still kind of see the house and the kitchen window. And like, she's doing the dishes.
Yeah,
and I'm so high.
I'm about to go on a trampoline in the dark. You want to listen? Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. That's me.
We would talk about aliens and ghosts and all sorts of crap, man.
Wow.
You got it going when you were smoking the weed.
I had so many. It just became where I was definitely addicted. Anyone says that pot's not addicting, it always cracks you up. People say pot's not addicting. Physically, yeah, I'm going to say maybe it's not addicting. But mentally, it's so addicting. And I love when people go, pot's not addicting because, okay, scientists prove that it's a known fact. And if you're already doing that,
Yeah.
you're addicted. Just come show up with facts of why you can do
You
it.
got to justify it with these scientific facts.
Yeah, so I just found myself constantly looking for when I can do it. I'm like, okay, so the wife works out between 11 and 12, and then the kids in school from to perfect, noon to 3, whacked, out of here.
So that was pretty much your day was how you were going to plan
I was gonna
smoking
plan
weed.
pot. And then, and I'm not going to, I had,
You had a moment?
no. I never
Okay.
really had a moment. Well, I did have a moment with my kid. Couple of years, probably about 2.5, 3 years ago, I'd play really hard with my kids. We'd tear it up. Batman, running up and down, I get dressed up. We have a ball. And then my oldest one said, Dad, why are your eyes so red?
Oh.
Yeah, they're itchy.
They're itchy.
I got allergies.
Right, but I knew, a kid knows truth. Like, they know something's up, but they can't figure it out. And she was really looking at me. And when I was like, no, my eyes are itchy. But when she was staring at me, I knew that she knew that I was lying.
Wow.
She just knew, like, well, I'm going to figure this out in about 10 years. And we'll see how the rebellion goes, Dad.
And go,
Yeah.
Daddy was a liar.
Yeah, Dad
He lied
used
to
get
me.
stoned and play with me. That's why he was so much fun. But it was definitely. Hey, I had a good time.
Was that the reason you quit, though? When the kids started to kind of notice?
I just really, I just realized I really couldn't. I would go, okay, I'm fine, and then I would go 2 weeks. I'd go away for like 2 weeks, like sober friends. I don't do nothing. And I'm like, okay, all right. And then in 2 weeks would be okay. I would Jones a little bit. I'm like, well, in 2 weeks. And then in 2 weeks would turn into a month. Like, yeah, no, okay. And then the only times where I think about it, it's like a concert. Like the first time at a concert, oh my God.
I need to be stoned.
Right before a priest comes out, I go in the toilet, hit my little one hit, and I'll go out, and I'll be one with the priest. And then I just started, everything started getting a lot more clearer. And honestly, it was a stand-up thing where a lot of comics will smoke pot because they think they're so much more creative, which I think maybe you are sometimes, but also you'll get funnier. And yeah, you're funnier for like 20 minutes. And then you wake up the next day and you don't write, and you just get fat, and next thing you know, you're just watching porn. Here I am again. And I found, I'd go on the road. Jimmy would tell you the road it's not what it's cut out to be, and it would always turn into, it was breakfast, smoke some pot, and I'll write. And it was like, smoke some pot, walk around, figure out there's aliens, the conspiracies of the world against us, and then, play at my yo-yo. Well, now I'm into stand-up again. I wasn't into stand-up for a long time. I got sick of it. That's why I got the band. Like, let's get a band. You guys play, and I'll do a joke, and then I'll sing or something.
I kind of like that stage, though.
I did too.
I like that stage.
I did too. But I got bored, and then it was the stand-up thing. It was I started going, you know what? I need to start going out there, get back in the ring, and start flexing and beat the snot out of some people in the arena. And that has to come with the clarity. So first I had to start getting thinner. Mm-hmm. So I was fat, man. I was busting out 220.
Wow.
220?
Yeah. There's like a picture of me in Chester, New Jersey, where I'm like big fat. I'm like 3 pounds under Patrice. Just a big gorilla. Silverback hanging out, munching on some bamboo. Well, I got to get in shape. And then I got in shape and I started clearing out. And I do think I should write some pot stories, though, because I do have some. I remember one time Wanda Sykes is up in Toronto, and I would hang out. Wanda's one of the funniest people I would ever hang out with. Did you hang out with her much?
Yeah, I think so.
Just hanging out. We would goof around here. So I'm playing up with Toronto. I have a baby, and my wife's up there. And the whole time, like, how am I going to get pot? How am I going to... I'm in Canada. I don't want to stick it on. I'm going to get pot. So I'm finally up there, and Wanda's like, hey, I'm going to be up there. You give me a call. I give her the number where I'm at, and I'm like, Dee leaves on Saturday, and we're going to go to a game. Me and Wanda are going to go to games. She's like,
Chris Rock sent me out with tickets, and
we're going to see a basketball game. So great, we'll hook up. Now, I haven't heard from her since I've been up there. So now I'm with the baby and my wife, and I score about the day before my wife and baby are leaving. So I was like, hey, man, I got that thing you want. Nice. Real nice. So I take it, and he's like, meet me in the lobby. So as I'm going to the airport, I take it, and I put it in my pants, and I show it down my thing, and I'm driving to the airport. Now, soon as I get into the airport area, there's the first thing I see is a guy with a big dog.
Oh,
right, and the dog's walking. I'm like, hun, I gotta go to the toilet. Right back. I make a beeline for the toilet. I'm not gonna throw it out. I just got this. So I was like, all right, I come back.
Karen, we needed that. Karen,
what do you mean you threw it out, Karen?
What are we gonna do?
I'm sorry. It's all we had, Karen.
They weren't gonna find it.
Oh, Karen, I needed that money. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry.
I love that. Best sorry ever.
Damn.
So now I come back out, and the best thing that happened was my wife checks in, and you can't walk into the gated area. You just, if you're in Toronto, as soon as you check in, you're done. You gotta go.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere to hang out. So I'm like, oh, bummer. Okay, goodbye, hon. Beeline to my room. Now the windows don't open. So, all right. And I got 2 connecting rooms. So I tear it up. I overdid it because I haven't had it in like a week. So, and I literally, now when I do that, I like playing music. So, Metallica, New Bon Jovi, and I'm singing to myself for an hour. And then I realize, like, wow, it's really smoky in here. And I start hearing, like, keys jingle every couple seconds outside my door. And I'm starting to hear, like, bing, like a little bell going, bing. So I'm like, oh, my God. These guys, they're checking up on me. And then I realized the smoke was all in the room. So I start flipping out. And I swear to God, I looked through the peephole. And I swear that there's someone on the other side, and they know I'm looking through the peephole. and I keep, now we're playing a cat and mouse game. So I'm going to try to trick them. And I quick look through the peephole to try to catch him. And then I swear he keeps ducking. Because every time I'd walk away from the peephole, I'd hear the keys going again. And then I'd hear like a door. And then I'd hear a little walkie-talkie. And then I kept hearing the ding every 2 seconds. Ding. Like, oh, boy, this is... So I start flipping. I do the towels, wet the towels, put them under the doors. I start flapping the towels and flipping out. I get dressed because I was in my underwear, and when I would get high, and I would give myself I would change. I would like put it into my concert clothes.
The lunatic, I love it.
33 years old, I gotta put on my metal shirt, my pants, just the way I do my concert. And all of a sudden, in the midst of this, I keep hearing the ding. We keep playing the cat and mouse. He's not there. I look through the people. He's not. The phone starts ringing. Now, I know my wife's gone, and nobody knows I'm staying here. So in my head, I start going, oh, my God, the phone's ringing. They know. They know. Now, I'm in another country. So, all this goes through my head within seconds. In my head, I go, if I pick up the phone, they're going to go, Mr. Breuer, we know you're high. You've smoked up the entire 14th floor. That's illegal here. People complaining. You need to come outside and speak to the authorities, and security's outside your door, as you know, which you keep playing the peephole game. And by the 4th ring, then I went, no, I'm not going to answer it. Someone will leave a message, and that's it. And I started panicking, going, if I don't leave a message, then they might think I OD'd or something's going on, and this gives them the reason to barge into the room, and then when they're in the room, I'm going to be stoned, I'm in another country, I'm going to be arrested, and this is a nightmare. So at the last second, it's like on the 5th ring, and all this is going in my head, I went, you know what? I'm just going to give myself up. I'll spend a night in jail. I says I'm gonna give myself up, and I went, I'm just gonna say yes, it's me, and I pick up the phone. I went, I'll be down in a second. I'm really sorry. And it was Wanda. She goes,
What's up, crackhead? What, you high right now? I'm bugging out?
And I went, you don't even know. You just brought me down for a landing. Thank you. I mean, there was so many episodes where I really...
You know, in that story, you failed to mention how you got the pot past the dog guy. You went into the bathroom.
I went in the toilet, and I waited till the dog guy left, where he started going down the other way.
Okay, that's all right. I wasn't sure if you,
No, I saw him, and I made a beeline for the opposite
you were just
direction.
waiting for him to leave the area.
Then
you
So you obviously got pretty paranoid when you'd smoke.
Oh, boy. And I couldn't go in public.
Wow.
If I go in public, it was over.
That's rough.
Just over.
We have to take a break. Our old pal Jim Breuer in studio playing comics this weekend. COMIXNY.com if you want to get info, or give them a call. These shows are going to be sold out. I mean, they've
been packing.
They
I didn't
have
expect
to be
last
sold
night
out
to be that way.
Well, now it's going to be over, Johnny. So call them immediately. 212-524-2500 for Jim Breuer tickets.
Hot room.
Yeah, it's a cool little joint, right?
I didn't know it was that cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, they got a nice presentation over there.
Yeah.
And he pushed me out of the car.
Stay right here.
I hate her.
Stay right here.
I'd have pushed her out too with that voice.
More with Jim Breuer. But first, Drew Boogie as we go to break. Opie and Anthony.
Why did you do that? I had to do it! They were gonna find it! Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Chuck, it's Marvin. Your cousin, Marvin Berry. You know that new sound you looking for? Well, listen to this. All right, stop it! Oh my God! Oh my God! God!
Wow, nice.
That was when Opie was losing his mind because we were talking about nothing but Back to the Future.
Opie and Anthony on your radio dial. Look at Brewer's got me standing.
You got to stand. Come on. We get final hour. We can do this.
When we did afternoons, I stood all the time, but this morning radio, it's like, ugh.
I see the morning. You're just talking about it. I know totally different animal in the afternoons. The morning is no joke.
Oh, my God. We would go back to afternoons in a second. In a second.
Oh, my God.
Hey, we got to get Bob Saget on the phone here. Bob Saget, Jim Norton, right after the virus show, flew out to L.A. to do the Bob Saget roast. So did Greg Giraldo and a bunch of other people. And you were saying that Cloris Leachman,
She was hilarious.
she was the one to watch, right?
Yeah.
And
Bob,
quite the looker.
Bob Saget is on our phone. We missed you this year at the virus show, Bob.
You say again, man?
We missed you at the show this year.
I know. I feel bad about that.
Yeah,
How
but
was it? Was it good? Did somebody do my stuff? Did some guy just come out and do it all?
Well, one guy should have. He didn't do too well. But
Yeah, we had one casualty. Everybody did very well, and then we had one casualty of the crowd.
Maybe we should get that word out to the comedians and the community. Look, we only had one casualty this year. Don't be scared of us and our
I did
and our
hear that.
crowd.
Statistically, I mean, it's safe.
See, if Bob
Safer than
Saget,
flying.
this is what I'm trying to tell the people out there. Bob Saget in LA goes, yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah.
They all keep in touch in the comedy world.
Yeah.
I heard you had one casualty.
It would happen in Birbiglia. Yeah. He bought it.
There's no one that I kind of keep. Someone goes and passes when I work now, so.
So someone told you that there was a casualty on the show.
Yeah.
It's like the bombers in World War II. 6 planes go out. You know one might not come back.
You know, you count them when they come back and go, one of them went down.
What happens?
If you make it through, you got a story to tell, and you're a hero. So,
Certainly.
At the roast, everybody kind of survived. Cloris's vagina didn't survive. But
Yeah, I gave her a beating.
Jim had a lot to do with that.
Hey, Bob, we're sort of confused because word's getting out that you weren't happy that the Olsen twins got attacked during the roast. Is that coming from you? Is that coming from other people? Are you half joking? Where are we at with that?
That's from my interpreter from Spain. I was actually, I had a little bit of tequila, that's what they were giving, right, Jim? And
Yeah.
then I go backstage, and the guy, a very nice gentleman from the Post, comes over and says, well, what do you think? You think they hit him too hard? And you guys know when you do press right away. Then I went, yeah, I guess a couple of them took some hard shots at them, but, I love them, and I love the comedians, and then it says I'm angry and all that crap, so that was about it. It was that simple a thing.
Oh.
So it's not that big of a deal, is what you're saying.
No, it was 3 hours of 4 kinds of jokes, which was, look how fat that guy is, look how ugly that person is, what an idiot Saget is. That was mostly my stuff, and then then the girls, they did their, it was an attack. It was a land attack. But it was...
Must have gotten nasty with them, though. I mean, come on.
It was a crazy, fun night, though. Wouldn't you say, Jim, it was a good, fun experience all
It
in
was
all?
great, dude. And it was funny with Brewers here. We were talking about getting high, and I flew in that day, and I was so tired. I've never felt like I couldn't collect my bearings when I performed before. But I was like, I feel like I'm high. Like before I went out, I literally was afraid to not read something off the paper. I wouldn't be able to remember it. I've never been that tired before performing. And I'm like, that's what it's like to be on stage high. I don't know how guys do it. But no, it was still great, and the crowd was great. There was no casualties at all. I mean, everybody did well on the show. Nobody.
Yeah, no bombings.
Boy, did Susie Essman catch a beating.
Oh, really?
Why?
Just about her looks. And one of the funniest lines Cloris Leachman had, she goes, "So which one of you fellas is Susie Essman?"
Susie Essman said, "I wish somebody would hit me in the face so I could see some stars."
Oh, yeah.
And then she looked at me and said, "I met Bob's girlfriend. One thing we know about her, she's not a star effer."
Yeah, she was great. Cloris Leachman was she was the star of the night, I thought. Nobody bombed. Nobody. I mean, Garland was good. Essman was good. Jeff Ross, of course. And
I can't wait to see that.
it was really good, man.
Norm chose to go odd and clean, and he was pretty hilarious. He decided to do old school comedy.
Yeah.
You got a dog face. That means you look like a dog. Then he would stare you down in that creepy way and make you feel uncomfortable as an audience, and then you'd laugh.
We are huge fans of Norm Macdonald. We can't get him on the show, but we are massive fans
I'll
of that guy.
talk to him about it, because we had a hard time because we were all concerned about Artie and stuff, and then
Right.
and then that didn't happen. And
Yeah, Artie was supposed to do your roast, and he went into rehab instead.
yeah, well, people make choices.
Roast, rehab, whatever.
Are you saying it's going to cost him? He made the wrong decision there?
I can't wait to take him out for a couple drinks to celebrate.
Well, of course.
You know what Norm said? That it was almost like Norm's whole thing was to make Saget laugh. It was like he just wanted to make you laugh. And when he said, Bob, he's the same old stinker he's always been, that made me laugh harder than probably anything anybody said.
Stinker.
He called you a stinker.
Yeah, he's a stinker.
Hey, Bob, we got Norm Macdonald in studio today, believe it or not. Yeah.
Hey, Bob, how are you?
Hey, how are you, Norm?
Yeah. Yeah, good times, eh?
I didn't offend you, did I, Norm?
Oh, no, not at all. I had a great time, I'm kind of on FM radio, so it's kind of out of my element. Hey, how about them peaches? How when you get to the pit? Yeah, there's always a pit.
That's so...
That is so Norm.
Yeah, good times, eh?
Someone said, I think it was Susie that said he's got to get that suit back to his father's coffin.
Oh, damn.
Sensitive, Norm even does 7 minutes about his dad. He's got that thing. He's got an amazing piece where he goes, I'm standing at the funeral and looking at a dead guy, and this woman comes over, and this guy comes over and says, you want a sandwich? He goes, I don't know. I'm looking at a dead guy, and I don't know if I should have a sandwich. So I'm eating a sandwich, and I'm looking at this dead guy, talking about his father. Oh, man. But it was a good time. I missed you there, Jim. I wanted you to be there.
Oh,
Yeah, Brewer.
yeah.
You're my hero from another mother.
Yeah. Well, missed you too.
So we got the roast is Sunday there, Bob, August 17th, 10 p.m. on Comedy Central. I can't wait to watch this one.
I think it's fun. It's 90 minutes, and then I guess it's about 48 minutes of commercials.
Oh, is it really an hour and a half? Aren't they usually an hour?
An hour and a half show, yeah. I mean, it's literally 63 minutes.
Does Comedy Central start? I was in Atlanta and I started watching one of the roasts. It was like Jeff Foxworthy roast, and
Right.
it was, I guess it was on 10:30, and it was full blown HBO style.
Yeah.
I mean F-bombs and everything.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They'll
On
run
Comedy
it
Central?
Yeah, and I went whoa, and it turns the channel. I'm like, this is Comedy Central. So what?
Yeah, after a certain hour.
They just full blown. I mean, it's like HBO, full blown, unedited, everything.
Yeah.
This will be cut. This will be bleeped at the night they air it, just because they're scared. But they'll put through some jokes. I think you can say full blown now. That was one of the terms that they could actually, but they don't let you do the F-bomb, and you can't. There's a lot more C at this one than there used to be.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they run the network.
When this comes out on DVD, do they give you the unedited version?
Yeah, they
Oh,
do.
that's-
They do all kinds of stuff. They'll show Jeff Garland taking a crap, things like that.
Why weren't the Olsen twins there?
They didn't. I think they didn't want to sit there and have arrows thrown at them the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't think everybody would have been nice to them sitting there?
Yeah, right. They're going to be nicer if they show up. It was so nice of you to make an appearance. We're not going to do any references to you now.
Yeah.
Hey, was Dave Coulier mad if people hit him?
No, he actually was happy because he got into. Once you get into that mindset, it's the same mindset. I mean, you can't. I mean, for 3 weeks I've been walking around looking at people and going, "Boy, their teeth are rotted, ugly, fat teeth." You know, and you just turned that thing on. But he kind of turned on the defense mode, so he was kind of laughing. If it was a well-constructed joke, he was just finding it really funny.
I feel guilty after roast all the time. Like if I'm like I had to apologize to Cloris. I'm like, I hope she's not mad because I really hit her with some large. You know, what a woman doesn't want large, I implied hers was.
Oh, it was very large, really?
Yeah.
There was so much that was going on in there in her life.
Wow.
I've never heard of so much. You had a mall. I mean, there's all kinds of.
Yeah, it was filthy, and I
Could have put a Best Buy in there for what you were doing to her.
I felt bad, and it's like you apologize, and people are like, no, I didn't care, I wasn't offended, but I actually do like times at a roast feel like, ugh.
Don't they expect it?
Yeah,
Being
but
at the roast?
you still feel a little guilty sometimes. Like, now did I go too far?
And you don't feel guilty after this radio show? Is that what you do?
Never.
Oh, my God, the stuff we do
Yeah.
on this thing.
Never.
And you know, I think with Ashley and Mary Kate, I think it did go overboard. But that was a 3-hour taping. You know, down to 63 minutes. You pick ones that hopefully are jokes that just kind of. Most of the jokes make fun of me. They infer that I did things to people.
Hey, Bob, we've been hanging with you for a while now, and you really take the Olsen twins very seriously. What's that all about? I mean, you really have a feeling of
that compassion you have.
Well, you want to no, because you're an animal.
Yeah.
Everyone is starting to find out that you're an animal, and your stand-up is extremely dirty. You go after a lot of things, and you don't hold back. But with the Olsen twins, there's some kind of a protection thing you do.
I think it's like being a dad. I mean, there were even a couple jokes about my own kids, and they don't even land that great by the other comedians. And I guess I put them in that category, like they're my daughters.
He's known them since they were little tater tots. So
Yeah.
I guess the point of making that's the only thing that's almost off limits with you.
he has fake compassion for his fake daughters.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Try to become my daughters at some point, and then I leave people alone.
It has nothing to do with the fact that they're billionaires and you might need their help someday.
No, that's what I'm hoping. I hope they're like my Phil Rizzuto.
Yeah.
They might one day have a store full of money and save me.
Bob's got to be worth, I'm going to guess 50 million. I could be wrong, but
I'm going to say way more.
Oh, way more? Okay. Yeah,
Who,
Bob's.
me or them?
You.
I've got a new show I can promote.
What's that?
It's actually one you might like because it was stupid that 1 versus 100 didn't continue because Opie, you were like beyond kind to that show.
Wait, that's finally over?
Yeah, they killed it without telling anybody because they were ashamed they killed it.
You know what? This 1 versus 100, they never gave it whatever. See, I'm obsessed with the show. They just gave you a horrible time slot.
You were more loyal to it than the producers.
I really did like it, but it was on when everyone was out partying.
Yeah.
It had that time
would've been
slot.
good with a little more holes barred on it. But
Yeah, Friday
but I gotta
night's a
show that
terrible slot.
The CW is not a bad place because it's got all this new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got a series. We're doing 13 of them called Surviving Suburbia. It's about a guy that doesn't really like being married, doesn't really love his kids that much, and he lives in a neighborhood. He doesn't like the neighbors. It's kind of a disgruntled version of everything.
No, I love when people go, CWs, they've been saying it since that was created. Yeah. It really just comes down, hey, they pay network money too. They'll pay hundreds of $1,000s per episode. Hey, I know it's mostly black. Back then it was like, hey, I know the Wayans own it, but hey, I'm the only white guy. And it's really on the way up.
It was the WB at the time. They wanted us to do Full House on it, and we were like, no, because it's not a real network. And then WB went away, and now it's the CW. It sounds like it's got dirty letters to something, doesn't it?
CW.
CW.
Hey, Bob, when are we going to go out again and have some of that human skin that you turned me on to?
Well, I'm I'm coming into town.
it was-
You're on vacation next week, right?
Yeah.
Are you out of town, or are you
I
gonna?
might be hanging around. I might be doing a local vacation.
A
for once.
staycation, they're calling it now, Opie. A
Yeah.
staycation.
I'd go out with you and eat some skin.
Bob,
Yeah, you just kind of stay at home.
we went
staycation.
We went to this
Staycation.
restaurant last year, and it looked like human skin. It's some kind of like Italian bologna
Yeah.
that looks like human skin. It kind of has that texture.
It was called Franco's House of Eating My Own Family. It's really good. I'd eat a person with you.
Yeah, all right.
But
little
just their outer
cannibalism.
Casing.
So,
When do
Bob,
you come to town? What day are you coming in? Like Wednesday, Thursday?
I'm coming in Tuesday, and Jimmy, I'm coming to you Wednesday, I think.
Why? Oh,
what?
where?
Brewer,
Oh, what? Me?
I think you meant me. I'm like,
You're not coming this week. I'm off.
you're off too?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
off for the next 2 weeks, Slugger.
You want to
Slugger.
I'm off all next week, too.
That's terrible.
Unless Corielli. No, we're definitely off.
You're not doing any radio next week.
Oh my God, what am I coming in for? Getting on a plane to eat skin.
How's your daughter doing?
Really good.
Yeah, we met her backstage at Westbury.
Yeah, she survived all that crap, but she's fine.
She's very nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, how are you intending that?
No, she's
How are you attending that?
she's quite lovely there, Bob.
Smart girl. She's an artist. She paints.
Yeah, she does.
Paints well.
hey, you did anybody? No one said anything that really offended you, did they?
No, not really.
Do you think anybody got pissed off at anything? For
I don't. You know what? I think only thing people got pissed off at is, are they going to cut this out? Because it's my favorite, most offensive joke. That was what
I don't really understand why you're worried.
I'm not about me even. Just I'm saying in general.
Is that
no?
what is the roast getting kind of politically correct now?
No.
No, it's
I'm
really
curiosity
not
as to
supposed
the reaction. That's all.
It went too far as far as filth, but I really thought it was a good time because I literally like everybody. I mean, I didn't really know. I don't know Cloris Leachman, although she's coming over here tomorrow night. But
All right.
I don't really know.
Hubba.
And Brian Hussein's going to join us in that one, and I don't know Brian really well, but everybody else. I mean, I got relationships with everybody. We've hung out and we like each other a lot. So it was actually I couldn't wait to hear the terrible things they were saying. So something's wrong with me that I would like that body punching, you know.
Brian's just a big, creepy-looking animal.
I had a joke about him. You have to bleep what I was saying. Though. I did one joke I didn't get to say was, but Geraldo said something about it, the villagers chasing him.
Yeah.
But
Pitchforks and torches.
I asked him if any other lesbians survived the fire.
What was that about?
Brian,
What lesbians did you mean?
just his parents. Or no, his parents and all of his family had been killed. It was all lesbians. Then there was a fire, and he got out of it, and that's all. That's what's left of you if you're in a horrible fire with lesbians.
He really is a big creep.
I said that he had that his face looked like a clitoris with ears. But they thought that was a little harsh, so I didn't get to do that.
Funny.
It's a little.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Bob, we're running out of time over here.
No, I love you guys, and I'm really happy none of you are working next week, so I can't see you.
Yeah, that sucks.
But I'll give you a call, Opie.
All right, we'll see you on TV, though. August 17th, 10 p.m., Comedy Central, the Bob Saget Roast.
I'll be in town, Bob, and I'll be lonely.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the cellar with you then.
No, Jimmy's going to be recovering from his surgery.
Yeah, you're getting the nose thing. Do they do it from the outside or the inside?
They go up and in. It's fine. Boom. It's less than an hour. I'll bet Tuesday. I'll be still laid up, but I'll be out of Jello.
Well, you won't have to wear that stuff anymore that holds it down, right?
No, the nose thing. No, I should be fine.
Good. And Jimmy Brewer,
Yes.
are you in town?
No, I'm going to be in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Sorry, Hammer.
So why don't you just stay in L.A., Bob?
Some people call your show to just promote their stuff. I'm looking for play dates.
Go out with people.
All right, Bob, we'll see you
Thanks, guys.
soon.
It was good seeing you, man. August
Absolutely.
17th. What time's the roast? 10
10
o'clock?
p.m.
August 17th, 10 p.m.
Starring Jim Norton.
Cool. Well,
It's hilarious in it.
thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay. Love you guys.
See you, man.
Bob
Bye.
Saget,
Bye.
everyone. Yeah, we got to get out of here. Brewers playing comics this weekend here in New York City. I will definitely be at the second show tonight.
I'll
Brewer.
see you tonight.
I got to see you. I haven't seen your stand-up
Ripping
in
it
a while.
up.
COMIXNY.com. And what's the number for comics? These tickets are going fast, I'm telling you.
212-524-2500.
This will be a sellout.
Great room.
So if you want to see Brewer, it's been a while. We're gonna be partying down there tonight. So Get your tickets immediately. All right? And Stephen S. from Bayshore, he wants to promote my brother's restaurant. It's not me. I'm telling you, it's not me. But
really?
I guess there's like a fan thing happening tomorrow night at F.H. Riley's in the heart of Huntington Village, 400 New York Avenue.
Little soiree.
Yeah. Are you going?
Probably.
Why? What's going on? I'm out of the loop.
It's just like a bunch of people get together, a few beers, hang out.
All right.
A goose and duck soiree.
Goose and duck soiree. Married man, Mr. Grady.
Anthony, you didn't take care of your guy.
What happened?
Keith the cop. He wants us to promote his thing.
I forget everything. I forget my brother's gigs.
Keith the cop wants us to let the fine folks know that the Massapequa Fire Department is hosting the 14th annual Canoe for Kids, a day of canoe races, a raffle for a Harley Davidson, and $15,000 in cash and lots of family activities, right?
Oh, yes.
They're trying to help the family of Corey Mendoza and Michael D'Annunzio.
Right.
He's fighting leukemia, so they're trying to do the right thing and get some money for these kids and other kids. For info, go to canoeforkids.com. I think that's the easiest way. Canoe4kids.com.
Very good.
Don't spell out for. Canoe4kids.com. We'll have that plug up on oandaradio.com. Brewer.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Holy
Good
yes.
seeing you.
What a pleasure, man. It's been way too long.
It's good seeing you.
And after vacation, I'm doing your show.
Sounds good.
I'm doing some satellite with Brewer.
Bring you up there to Sirius.
Yeah, we were there. We were there in the early days.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I know that building very well. And then we were shown the door, and I haven't been there in 4 years.
Wow.
But I'll be back there.
We'll be up there.
I'm a big happy family now.
Absolutely. I want to thank Drew Boogie. He ran over to XM to kind of like set up. So we're going to continue over at XM or Sirius XM, whatever the hell the company's called these days. And we'll see you guys soon. We're taking a little vacay. We'll see you in about a week.
Bye.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Brewer, comics tonight. Let's go. Let's party. Let's do it.